In the 70s, abandoned bales of marijuana frequently appeared along Port Clovis's shoreline. These were colorfully referred to by locals as square grouper. Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment of the ultra-rich, mega-rich, and super-rich. Swimmers can best avoid sharks by only swimming in wave pools, where their greatest threats are Shigella, norovirus, and E. coli. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life. This trawler, operated by Roger Cantrell, recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses.
Get loaded for shock. Return time. Where the hell is it? Come on now.
This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. The thick, fat-rich milk from a lactating seal enables short. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. A shark attack too often provokes Port Clovis locals into killing every swimming creature along the coast. Thanks to powerful risk assessment software, we now know that this was a wildly idiotic place to build vacation homes. 500 million years of terrestrial evolution reaches its apex with Prosperity Sand's spacious flow-through floor plans. The Gulf Stream brings warm waters northeast across the Atlantic towards English seaside towns filled with cranky pensioners, donkey rides, and heroin addicts. There would have been more protests surrounding Prosperity Sands were not the public already so numb about ecological concerns in general. Given the number of people who frequent the beach, it can be rationally assumed that a little human urine finds its way to the sea. In the not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these three shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care. Sharks have learned that they have little to fear in the underwater realm. Every night before they sleep, parrotfish envelop themselves in a sleeve of mucus, because what's breezier and more comfortable than mucus? An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Coastal risk analysis reveals that someday, someone here is going to get a sizable check from the National Flood Insurance Program. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton. Emperor of the Deep, the Great White. White is often referred to as the king of the ocean, which gives it a skewed understanding of the role of a monarch in modern society. Many consider the Gulf Stream to be the world's greatest current, but for my money, you can't beat that Kuroshio. Beach erosion can be harmful for ecosystems by changing habitat conditions for such local fauna as seals, sea turtles, birds. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. While fears of ecological apocalypse are valid, you should see even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. Local resorts have responded to sea level rise by importing 285,000 tons of sand and gunk. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean. The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection. Shark hunters stalk their prey, fully aware of the grisly horrors that await them.
And for any hunters that want it, quit your hiding.
Anybody got a good set of needle-nose pliers?
Hey, Shark, get your ass out here.
Probably right under me. Suffocating out today. What is that?
Somebody got her, right?
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis. With their bitter feuds and quasi-legal get-rich-quick schemes set aside for now, the shark hunters...
629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank OP for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Anybody else see that?
She's close. She's real close. I see her. Never mind.
Catching me. I know it.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark.
Pete, what's in the barrels?
Fish food.
Pete, whatever this is, can I ask you not to do it?
Gonna get that shark, one way or another.
It's just that this seems unnecessarily destructive. I mean, it's just one shark. There's a whole ecosystem.
One shark that killed my boy.
Pete, look, I understand.
Wanna keep tugging on this knot, you?
Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull sharks can't see color. Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm. After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Fin stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. Have exploded. Bad news for seagrass, great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating them. Even after the creation of a killer clown task force, clown-related homicide still remains a problem in Port Clovis. seawolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. It's generally believed that a shark never sleeps. Sharks offer predators dense protein and a delicious taste, much like a cashew cluster. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. The gulf is filled with creatures both far and from land. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty bulk. The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. ocean waters are driven constantly by tides, currents, and Saudi-owned super yachts. The water along Caviar Key is frequently described as gin clear. Which reminds me, I could go for another Singapore Sling. A great way to discourage museum attendance is to put your museum underwater. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. As the terrain of the Gulf Coast is relatively flat, even a small rise in sea levels could trigger an immense loss of land. Frozen herring at Fish Fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food, raw shark liver. The Gulf Stream is just one of many major currents that mariners have used since time immemorial. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. Caviar Key provides a scenic setting for humanity's destructive impact on the natural world. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. The white and black attack, the orca. Once the featured attraction at marine mammal parks, now have a new favorite trick, killing things. Orcas do enjoy playing with toys, but not half as much as a day-old seal carcass. Begins another reckless campaign of extermination.
Got a truck. You know what?
Close to the water. We got a shark that's down.
them killer whales they got there at Fish Fingers. You could say I got a real keen eye for talent. Although, the wheelers really gotta work on those side aerials.
The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst.
I think we've been deprived of our trophy for today.
Port Clovis has grown bored. Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm. Responsible for just 3% of hunter deaths. Drugs, alcohol, and poor firearm handling account for the rest.
Bounty for y'all. Just head to Caviar Key.
Bounty time, everybody! Just getting warmed up here. We can be anywhere. Here. I'll find you.
Don't know how good I am at spotting stuff.
Could be running right at me. Yeah, a breeze would be nice.
Come on now.
Guess that's that.
Powers of society have retaliated with deterrent action. But mankind is ultimately impotent to stop Mother Nature's plans. Each year, North American offshore drilling rigs leak about 880,000 gallons of oil into the sea, leaving it for marine wildlife who know nothing about running a profitable energy company. A shrill chorus of ankle bracelet alarms fills the air as shark hunters leave their homes to track our bullshit.
We've had some real bad fish kills because of these oil tankers spinning. But it brings a lot of money into the economy. Can't argue with that.
Who wants to kill another shark?
With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. The hunter lashes out at its target with an extended tail fin. 24-karat gold fixtures, 2 discos, circular staircases, and a mosaic swimming pool, the Chatelaine is still only Port Clovis's second most ostentatious yacht.
Is that it? Nah, that ain't it.
Those sewer lines need work. I've had campylobacteriosis, cryptosporidiosis, leptospirosis. Let me tell you, partner, that ain't no joke.
But the war goes on. Sperm whale needs to eat over a ton of food every day, which here in the Gulf mostly consists of hammerhead sharks. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. Led by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Port Clovis has long been a popular dumping ground for the military, thanks to its lenient regulations and low tipping fees. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes watch her food.
Captain Blightey sunk his treasure somewhere around here. I'm funding a diving expedition every year for 10 years, and I ain't found it yet.
No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race.
Be nice.
She's gotta be somewhere out here.
Probably right under me. It's happening. I know it.
Another shark hunt draws to a close. This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. The grotto provides a brief respite from the Sturm und Drang of the Gulf. The cetacean assassin, the sperm whale. The world practically ran on sperm whales. Now we can only watch them from afar, dreaming of tapping their skulls for all that sweet spermaceti.